In this video I'm going to show you how to disassemble and reassemble your Tippmann A5. To start out, you want to make sure it is degassed, unloaded, and decocked. Then you want to take off the barrel, just set that aside. You want to remove the 3 bottom push pins, 1, 2, and 3, just by pushing out on the other side. Sometimes they need a little persuasion. And they come right out. Next you want to hit your tombstone latch. It's right there. And pull your tombstone out the bottom. Next your grip will just fall right off. You then want to push out the 4th push pin and pull off your end cap. Your drive spring and your guide rod will come out. Then if you tip this back, your whole internals will just all come right out. Rear bolt. Front bolt, power tube, and your linkage arm. Now this is all the further you would need to go if you just went out for an afternoon and played and you didn't chop any balls or anything. If you chopped a ball and you got paint inside, then you're going to have to take it apart further. I'll show you how to do that here. Take your largest, we'll start with our largest Allen wrench, stick it in the vertical grip. There's a bolt up there it'll catch. Unscrew that. Set that down. Next you want to take off your cyclone feed system. There's one bolt here that holds it on. And you have one regular screw right back here. Let's go ahead and unscrew that. Then your whole cyclone will just lift right off. Next, grab your smallest Allen wrench, and you should have 6 screws here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go ahead and remove all of those. Front post sight comes out. Then your left side of your receiver should just lift right off if you got it all unscrewed. Just like that. All 6 of these screws are the same size, so it doesn't matter which holes they came out of. You have your rear sight, your vertical grip nut, your ball detent, your barrel adapter, cocking handle and spring. Then you got your tombstone lever here and its spring. If you broke a ball, you'll have paint in here, and you'll just need to run it under hot water, scrub it out with a paper towel, dry it off, and then you're ready to reassemble it. Any other parts, such as this that has any paint on it, go ahead and drop it in a sink of warm water, dry it off, and then you can reassemble it. Now when I start reassembling, I always like to put the cyclone on first. Just set it on like that. Screw this screw in there. Put your sight in. Ball detent. Your nut. Your barrel adapter. This is the trickiest part, is just putting that guide rod on, because there's a bit of spring tension there. Then this will just drop right over it. You hold it tight, and it's all set and ready to go. And I always put the screw in first, just so that there's tension holding that spring down. And I put this one in, just so that it's equally done. And every so often you get this, where your nut will fall out the back. Just hold that in there and screw it back on. You don't need to overly snug these down, because otherwise you won't be able to put back in your bolt and your power tube. It won't slide in there. You can always tighten them down afterwards if you want, but I've never had a problem with just having them snug. If this one doesn't want to go in, just play with this latch there until it slides down. And you can put your cyclone attachment back on here. And your vertical grip. Just screws back together. Next, when you're all done here, take a paper towel, a little gun oil or marker oil, some oil on it. Just oil up all your O-rings on everything. And then you're ready to reassemble it. Front bolt on your power tube and your linkage arm in the hole. And go ahead and slide this all in. Grab your rear bolt, then on. All this will just shove in there. Get your rear bolt plug in. Look like that. Spring and guide rod. End cap. Put this push pin in. Just like that. Now you're ready to put back in your tombstone. Punch that in. Pin in. And your grip. Put your barrel back on. And you've just reassembled your Tippmann A5.